Welcome back to Give Me Five with Jones and Eli. Eli, in your average daily life, how many owls would you have to see in one day to think, hey, something's up?
I think this is our best question yet, Jones. I think, first of all, let's explain the situation a little bit more, right? You're walking down the street, you just see owls everywhere. Anywhere. On the street posts, on the house, at the school, at the work, wherever. You just see owls, right?
Yep, I'm with it.
Okay. I think it would be a decent amount, right? I don't live in an owl-friendly area, per se. I'm not regularly seeing owls on the daily. I don't think I've actually seen an owl in my life, now that I think about it, except maybe at the zoo. I think you would see the first owl and you'd be like, okay, it's just an owl, whatever. You might be a little bit weird. You might go home and say, hey, guys, I saw an owl today. But I think once you saw the second owl, you'd get a little suspicious. The third owl, a little bit more. I think 4 owls, you're thinking something's up.
Yeah, I might take the under on that. I think 3 owls, I'd be like, because owls are pretty rare. I've seen owls out in the environment, but if you're telling me if I'm out on a nature hike, right, or an owl observatory, obviously that number skyrockets. But we're talking a daily life, like I'm going to a day of college. So I walk out of my house, I see an owl. Oh my God, there's an owl. That's pretty cool. I'm taking a picture. I'm sending it to my family group chat. Guys, check out this owl. We're lovers of nature. Anyway, go about my day, going to walk into the classroom. I open the door, an owl flies out. Oh my God, we have an owl problem. So then I'm like really starting to panic. And then I go to sit down in my class seat. I pull it out and I sit on an owl. Oh my God. Then I'm freaking out, bro. I am jumping straight out the window. I am calling for help. I am like, we have an owl problem. They're really rare birds.
They are really rare. And the other thing is they come out at night, right? So that's another kind of layer of this weirdness. I think there's 2 things here. I think at a certain point, yeah, 3 in that situation you described, I would be like, this is really weird. But I don't know that I would necessarily suspect something like a greater owl conspiracy against me. I think it would take a decent amount to suspect some sort of grand owl plot against my name. I think at the beginning, like you said, if you saw just those 3, I would probably just like call somebody and be like, yo, like, are you also seeing owls everywhere? Like, has there been a recent owl outbreak? Are the owls escaping? Are they getting stronger? What's going on with the owls? But I think if I saw like 10, and because the thing about owls also is they don't really move, right? Like if I was just walking down the street and I just saw an owl, just because how they have those really wide eyes, like they just like
and their necks just be on a swivel, man.
Like sitting on like a lamppost or something, just staring at me. I'd be like, that's really fucking creepy. And I'd go around, and I'd go to my house, and then like sitting outside there'd be another owl. Like at that point, I would be like, okay, maybe I'm going to Hogwarts.
Or maybe do you think it's some type of government scandal or tech scandal? Maybe Elon Musk like programmed a bunch of owl-looking surveillance bots that are all around you. You think maybe your mind would turn towards conspiracy?
I don't know what it would be. I don't, because I think you'd have to rule out escape from a zoo, right? You would call a zoo. I would probably call all local zoos, local observatories. I know for a fact that where I live, there's not a lot of owls. So this would be immediately like a weird phenomenon from like a animal perspective. It's not like a squirrel. So I think I'd rule that out immediately. And so then it becomes, this is like a man-made thing, or it's like divine intervention. Maybe like God's telling me to be the next Noah and build an ark or something. So I think, I don't know if I would necessarily go to conspiracy right away, but I would definitely think this is a prank. These are fake owls. This is a whatever. Like, I don't know. Would I go up and try to like touch one? Can you even touch an owl?
Dude, I think they attack, right? Aren't they kind of carnivorous?
What? Carnivorous?
Well, that would mean you eat meat, right? Carnivorous.
Yeah, that's what carnivorous means.
But yeah, what don't they eat? Don't they eat like fish or something?
They eat like rats, I'm sure, but not like humans.
Yeah, but what if there's some big ones? What if there can be some chunky owls? Are we talking are there any like the Hedwig ones like from Harry Potter, like those bright white owls?
I think it's the whole point is all kinds of owls.
All kinds of owls.
All of them. The black, the white, the brown, the gray, the whatever.
Yeah, I guess if you were in a Harry Potter type land, you'd never think anything of this. But in the communities that we're in, I mean, the owls ain't bringing your mail. So I think I would have to call the police or call animal control or something.
At what point would you think holy shit, I might actually be going to Hogwarts. Because I think if like in Harry Potter in that first movie,
Never.
they just send 800. No, I think at a certain point, if you just randomly, because you have to also keep in mind they're only going to you, right? You'd get 800 owls on you, and then you call your friend next door, and he'd be like, I haven't seen any owls today. Like that's really specific to you. At a certain point, I think if you saw 800 owls in one day, you might think Dumbledore's coming to get me. Hagrid's walking through the door any moment.
All right, here's my question to you. If you see enough owls that you're convinced that possibly you're in touch with the Harry Potter world, would you consider running full steam at a brick wall to go through it into the train station?
I think we should actually do a video of that. When you come visit me in London, we'll go to King's Cross and we'll run to the station and see if it moves.
Can't wait to visit platform 9 3/4. This has been Gimme 5 with Jones and Eli. A reminder to follow us on Instagram and TikTok for a chance to suggest our next pod topic. Eli, thanks for talking.
Always a pleasure, Jones. Talk to you soon.